Hello everybody, my name is Ryan or MandRproductions and welcome to my review of the LEGO Star Wars 75130 Microfighter Series 3 ATDP. It includes 76 pieces, is recommended for ages 8 to 12, and retails for $9.99. It was released in January of 2016. This set goes along with the 75129 Wookiee Gunship Microfighter. This set includes one minifigure, and that is the ATDP driver. It also includes the Microfighter ATDP, and it is a smaller version of the 2015 ATDP from Star Wars Rebels, and it's also a very similar model to the 2015 Polybag, except you can tell there's a lot of differences in that the cockpit isn't quite as thin and the gun isn't the same. You know, there's quite a few differences there, but it's still kind of the same shape and design, but it kind of strays a little bit away from the original ATDP design because it has to accommodate the minifigure in the cockpit. This is the ATDP pilot. He's a really cool looking minifigure. He's got some nice Imperial insignias on his helmet. On his face, he's got a nice print with good glasses looking things, and just a pretty nice face print in general. The torso and leg printing is very good and continuous looking. There's no breaks in the print there, so that's very nice to see. You know, I really like when that goes from torso to waist to legs seamlessly, so that's very nice to see here on this minifigure. And then around back, there's a little bit of added detail with some back printing, just kind of extra stuff on there, really nothing super special, but again, just nice to have that little extra bit of detail. And for those wondering, there's nothing underneath the helmet on the other side, so you don't get two faces with the ATDP pilot. But let's go ahead and take a look at the ATDP itself. The main feature on the ATDP Microfighter is, of course, the ability to put the minifigure into the top of the cockpit. There is no area like a control panel or anything in there, even a stickered piece. There's nothing in there, so you don't have anything special in there, but he does look out this way with his weapon, and he does also have a little bit of a windshield there, so that's kind of cool. And of course, the weapon underneath is a stud shooter, so you can shoot it off very easily by pushing down on the gray part there, and we'll do that. So it hit the back of my backdrop there and rolled forward. So it's a pretty good stud shooter. These stud shooters I don't really have many complaints with. They work well for their intended use. You can also replace that with a different piece if you want it to look more accurate to the original ATDP. And then along the sides there's these balls here, or semicircles, semi-spears, and they are accurate to the larger model and the actual model from Star Wars Rebels. Nice little detail there with a little bit of ventilation or whatever with the grill piece. Nothing really special around back here. And you can also put his weapon up here too if you want to. You can clip it in there because that's a clip. And then the legs are also very easily posable. You can move the legs up and down there on a Technic pin. You can also fold them out with the Technic pieces like that, but I find that hard to do and really not needed because it's on such an easy hinge already with the Technic piece. So you're pretty much set as far as the movement of the legs goes because they have the Technic piece there. Unfortunately, it is a little bit flimsy. It will fall over very easily, just a little tap and he's gone, so you have to be careful there if you're trying to keep this thing on a table or something on the edge of a table. You don't want it to fall off, of course, so you need to be careful because it is flimsy. Again, just a little tap and it will fall over. But other than that, it's a pretty good design. It looks really cool. Of course, you can make it point down more, that might help, but it still is a little bit scary there, and that's just a light tap, so that is how that works. But yeah, this ATDP Microfighter is pretty nice. I would definitely recommend it for only $10. If you can find it on sale, that's even better. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy this review. I'm going to give this set an 8 out of 10. I don't really love the minifigure, and I think the design is a little bit lacking. The cockpit area is a little bit too wide compared to the original, and especially if you look at the mini set, you can definitely tell that they really widened it compared to that. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this review. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out one of these two videos on the screen if you haven't seen them yet. Peace out, everyone. Thanks for watching.